Ooh, hello Tube. Today we have the filming day tag by Mike over at Bibliophile Bookscape. And it's we've been doing some bookish tags, so I thought I'd do one that's kind of more of the creator side. So let's just kind of get into it. Number one, your filming setup reality. So I get nerd out for a second here. And boom, boom. Let's get rid of this because you don't need to see that. But let's just do this. I want to go bye-bye for a second. So this is what I'm looking at. And I got just three. I think they're like 21 or 4 inch. I don't know how big those monitors are. Got three monitors. That's what I'm looking at. That's actually giving me a lot of my light. I also have like some light bars that aren't shown that change colors and look all fancy. And then I use a Nexigo. It's a 4K camera. And actually, I haven't been recording in 4K. I didn't realize I changed that for this. I don't know. I don't know if YouTube will let me do 4K, but we're gonna try see if that actually works. But I use that. I don't know if it was fairly cheap on maybe $100 on Amazon. And then I use a Blue Yeti snowball mic, which I think these things have gone up in price quite a bit. But back in the day, they used to be like, I don't know, I'd get, I think I got it on sale for like $40 on like Black Friday or something. This down here is a NAS that I don't actually use. There's a Proxmox machine down here that allows me to spin up virtual machines if I want to. And then this little box here, this is my router. So like most people, you go to like Best Buy and you get this thing with antennas and stuff. I built this thing. This is just a little microcomputer, and it goes out into, you can't see them, but there's two switches here. There's a dumb switch and a smart switch, and basically the dumb switch just does like what you do on the, when you're plugging stuff in like on the back of your router, it does that. And then the smart switch allows me to have different networks going that aren't connected. So, and then this is my wireless access point. So yeah, I learned a few things in school, even though I'm not allowed to use it. You know, like I can build my home router, but I can't reset people's passwords for some reason. Then my keyboard is an Epo Maker. It's like Alla F7S, and then my mouse is an Alla I don't know, something or another. I'm actually looking at the bottom of it, but I can't actually read it. It's too dark in here. And then for the computer, I'm using this. This is just a Republic of Games Asus something with a 5060. It's not a 5090. I'm not a rich man, but even still, I got a small fortune in RAM now because I bought this thing right before the DDR5 RAM exploded in price. So I got like a small nest egg in RAM in this thing. But yeah, that's what I use. So if I can come back now. And then all this is going into OBS to record. And then, yeah, there you go. There's my setup. There's my setup. Now my phone turned off on me here. Time of day you film best. Time of day you film best. So I prefer when it gets dark. This is actually only 7 o'clock, so it's not like dark out. But I like having this room dark and then just having the lights off the monitors and that light in the back. I think it gives off a kind of a nice little calming atmosphere in here. But I'll record at all times. I just basically whenever I have the house to myself and I have time. Pre-filming rituals, I don't really have any per se. When I'm doing a tag or something, I'll go online and usually I'll go to like someone like Mike's channel or someone who does a lot of tags and just see what tags are out there and kind of do that. Because if you just type in BookTube tags, you know, basically all you get is the newbie tag. It's hard to get anything other than that. So then I'll do that. If it's like an actual like one where I'm talking about a book, For example, the Mao 2 video that I haven't recorded it yet, but I think it would have went up last week, or maybe it should be up already if you're watching this. So what I'll do there is I'll probably record it tonight when I'm done with this. But I don't even know what I want to say about it yet. It's a problem. But I think I've had that book finished now for like 3 weeks. But I have a Word document template that I use so that way my videos are pretty formulaic, and then I'll just go through and just kind of fill in what I want to talk about the books, and then I'll read off of that. So yeah. Yeah, I script. At least I try to script. I'm not very good at it. I'm not very good at reading it. But I find it's the best thing for me because then I tend to not talk in circles as much, and I don't forget things. The dog's down here groaning. Um, what's wrong? What's wrong? Yeah, I think he wants to go OUT to piddle paddle. He knows some words, so I don't want him to jump up and go crazy, hurt his hips. But anyway, um, so yeah, I'll do that, and then I'll try to read off the script and stuff. And I run. I'll admit it. I admit it. I'm not ashamed of it. I run my scripts through Copilot to clean them up and try to make them as coherent as possible because I write how I talk, and so if I was to just type it out and then just read it, it would just be a mess. It would be a mess. So I do run my scripts through Copilot. So I'm not ashamed of that. Number 4, biggest filming distractions besides having the dog. Well, he got up and left, so I offended him. But uh, typically I don't really have much in the way of distractions unless someone comes and bangs on my door or something while I'm trying to record, which that's pretty rare. Or if someone's walking in through the front door. Um, Other than that, I record when I'm home alone, so it's just not usually a problem. Number 5, most chaotic filming moment. I really thought about this. I really couldn't think of one. There was a video last fall, last September ish, where I literally got done recording and we got in a severe. Pretty much while I was recording, a severe thunderstorm warning popped up, which turned into a tornado warning, which turned into it was like an EF0 hitting the town. But I wasn't exactly recording at the time. But that's always fun, Midwest. I think Illinois had more tornadoes this year than it's like Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas all put together, which is mind-boggling to me. Like we very well will probably reach over 200 tornadoes this year, and we've been hit by one and nearly missed by one. So, yeah, actually, we were hit by one and nearly missed by two. Sorry. So yeah, it's been a fun year. Um, uh, no, number 6, something always going wrong while filming. Not really. The only time things go wrong is it's not a problem if I'm paying attention, but every once in a while OBS will forget my mic exists, and I'll hit record, and then I'll realize I don't have any audio, which really it's annoying, but it's not that big of a deal. That's really about it. Number 7, your post upload routine. So like my upload routine would be like when I'm done with this, I'll of course hit stop recording. I'll go to YouTube Studio, upload the video. I go to the last video that I uploaded and then copy and paste the description into the new video. Change what I need to change in the description. Bang out a thumbnail real quick in thumbnail maker on my phone, and then I will I do that, and then I'll go to Patreon, post the link to I upload the video twice now that I have a Patreon. I schedule the one out, and then I post the other one. I release it on what do they call it, unscheduled, unlisted, whatever, and then post that link into Patreon. And basically, the only way to see the videos if you got the link. So then, like if I ever have anybody that actually signs up to my Patreon, they can go watch the video as soon as it's uploaded, essentially. And then I'll link to the Patreon to Instagram, which nobody follows me on Instagram. I don't even really talk about it, but just try to use it as a way to get more eyes on my videos. Which I don't know why I even do that, because at the end of the day, I don't really care about that so much. Just an added step of work for me. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like, if it gets a few extra eyes on me or whatever on my wonderful videos, I guess it might be worth it. Number 8, final question: what filming day feels like emotionally? Well, emotionally it feels fine. Because if I'm not feeling like recording, then I just don't record. Like I basically have Mondays, Tuesdays, and every other Friday is to record. And through the power of batch recording, which I know a lot of people frown on. I don't care. If you don't like me batch recording, I don't care. You do you, I do me. It will be fine. But through the power of batch recording, if I don't feel like recording, I'm usually good, because I usually have a pretty big backlog of videos. And for example, I knew June. I think it was June. I don't. I might have recorded one video or two videos in the entire month of June. You never knew, because I planned ahead, and I knew June wasn't going to work for me for recording videos and uploading them. So I planned ahead, and blah blah blah. Here we are, and like I'm already reading and recording for October, because October I'm trying to do a video every day. And to do that, I mean, you almost have to start early, unless you have nothing else you have to do in your life. You have to, when you're a creator, you gotta plan ahead. If you want to be consistent. Some people, aren't consistent. That doesn't bother them, and again, you do you, boo. No, you don't have to have a schedule or whatever. You could just fly by the seat of your pants. But I like having a little bit of a schedule. I like to have days where, like set days for things. And on the one hand, I will admit that kind of turns it into a non-paying job, which can sometimes be, it's just added pressure for the sake of adding pressure. I don't know why I do it to myself, because at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Um, but I don't know. I just, if people want to watch my videos, I want to give them videos to watch. But at the same time, it's like this weird, like, push and pull thing in my brain, because on one hand, I do this completely selfishly, and I read what I want, I upload what I want, I talk about what I want. Um, I don't honestly, at the end of the day, I don't care if my video gets 10 views or 100 views. But at the same time, you know, if if I didn't want people to watch, then why would I even do this? So it's like a weird thing, this BookTube thing, where you know if you don't care whether or not you're small, because you're not reading whatever the latest romantasy, or whatever the hell those like those dragon books are called. Um, and just not trying to get like a bajillion views to try and make actual like side gig money out of it. I don't know where I'm going with this, by the way. I'm just kind of rambling now. Um, it's just a weird like thing about being small on and talk about such a niche thing that nobody really cares about in the world, and the dilemma of wanting views but not really caring about views. It's weird. I know I'm not making any sense. Maybe if you're a channel the size of mine, maybe you're understanding what I'm throwing, picking up what I'm throwing down. But um, yeah, I don't know. It's weird, because I don't know. that's it. I don't know what else to say. I rambled for like the last 5 minutes. Made a mess of this video. If you like this sort of thing, consider hitting that thumbs up button. I don't know why you would, because like I said, I made a mess of this. Please consider hitting that subscribe button if you're new here. Like I mentioned, I do have a Patreon. There's free stuff, there's paid stuff, all sorts of fun stuff. I did just create a I just created a Discord tied to the Patreon. So if you want to become a member, you can go to the Discord, and there's stuff over there. And I have like a little creator space too, where you can you can promote your stuff if you want, and things like that. But there's nobody over there yet. It's pretty lonely. So um, yeah. If you are a creator, if you're a creator and you want in on the Discord thing, let me know, and we'll figure something. I'm new to Discord, so but I think I can send like invitations. So well, yeah. That's it for this one, peeps. Cheers. Oh, my mouth just turned off.